Sacrifice is a word that's been on my mind for a while now. There's so many examples in the Bible of what it means to sacrifice. It's just something I feel led to share. So I'm going to do a series of videos. We'll start with this one and see where it goes. When we think about making sacrifices, one thing that may come to mind is in the Old Testament, people would sacrifice animals as an atonement to God for their sins. Not just any animal, but ones that had the most value. They gave up the best they had. In 2 Samuel 24, we have the story of King David, who was told by a prophet to build an altar to God on a particular piece of land on Mount Moriah. The land was used as a threshing floor where grain was separated from straw. David went to the owner of that land and asked to buy it. As king of Israel, David could have just taken the land. That was his right as king. And the owner actually offered to give to David the land and the oxen to be sacrificed. But David said this, "I will not sacrifice to the Lord my God offerings that cost me nothing." And so David paid for the land, with some estimates saying the cost was as high as $600,000 in today's money. What are we sacrificing for God? What does it cost? A sacrifice isn't a sacrifice if it doesn't cost us something. If it doesn't hurt a little to sacrifice, then can we really say it's a sacrifice? If what we sacrifice doesn't have a value that means something to us, why would it mean anything to God?